What's going on, y'all? I know you're supposed to pick your battles on social media, but this Chrysler 300 thread is killing me. Just to give you a quick background, I've been in sales in one form or another in the auto industry for a long time. I've been from everything from a salesperson, internet manager, sales manager, consultant, everything. I help train, teach, I help businesses grow, I do all of that. By the way, yes, you can hire me, given my people. But anyway, the thread is, if you don't know about it, is people are going in on this guy who says he posted that he pays $750 a month for a Chrysler 300, but he pays $1,000 every month just because he wants to get it over with. And people are going in. Now, I have two issues with this. One, our school system sucks. If they haven't taught people math to where they can understand the basics of finance, then we have a whole nother series of issues here. The second thing is, one of the early things you realize that how prejudiced and how racist, and those are two separate things, but how prejudiced and racist that the auto industry can be. And one of the things though is self-inflicted. And that's because they used to always say, well, black folks only care about car payments. White people only care about total payments, total price. Asian people only care about interest rate. When I say Asian, I'm talking about the Southwest Asian, Koreans, Malaysians, Thai, Chinese, all of that. Indians only care about their trade. Now, these are bad stereotypes, but there's a little bit of truth in them just by this thread. Because all you keep seeing, he's stupid, he gotta be stupid. He must have vibranium in that 300. There's nowhere in the world I buy me a Porsche Panamera for $1,000 a month. And all I can sit up here and say to people is this here. Take $36,000, which is the average price of a Chrysler 300. I'm not talking about how cheap you can get one. You can get one for in the 20s, and there's some that go up to almost 50. But say $36,000. Do yourself this one small favor. Take $36,000 and divide it by 36 months. All right, that's 3 years. The people now, unfortunately, everybody wants to do 72 months. 60 months. A car is not an appreciating asset. Let me say this one more time. A car does not make you money. It costs you money. Because it costs you money, you want to get rid of it as soon as possible. So you want to pay it off as quick as possible. Now, if you take $36,000 at 0% interest for 36 months, that gives you $1,000 a month. Can you buy a Porsche Panamera for that? Probably not. Unless you lease. And if you lease, your payments will be about $1,000 a month because you're only paying for a portion of the vehicle, typically for 36 months. Now, if you're going with 72 months or 60 months, which is 5 years or 6 years, so 60 months, yeah, you're probably in that neighborhood of $700 a month, which is probably what he did. He probably put zero down, bought a $35,000 car, $36,000 car, and has a good credit. All right, or decent credit, but he put zero down. Now see, if you put money down, that lowers your total number. So what I'm saying is the car itself means nothing. It's all math. All right, you can replace that Chrysler 300 with a Chrysler 800. You can replace it with a bike. You can replace it with a couch, anything. If I loan you $35,000 or $36,000 and I tell you you have 3 years to pay me back and I ain't even gonna charge you interest, you're going to be paying me back $36,000. You cannot get a $400 car note out of a $36,000 car unless you get the overall price to fit. $400 a month means you're buying about an $18,000 car. All right? That means you're buying a car half as expensive. All right? It's simple math. It's simple financing. It's simple math. Take whatever you think it is and divide it. But keep in mind, yes, people have to pay interest 99% of the time. So if you're paying interest, that means the payments go up. A good rule of thumb, we used to tell people, if you want to know what the price of a car is, take the first two numbers of whatever the sale price is and double it. So if it's a $22,000 car, take the first two numbers, that's 22, double it, 44. Put a zero at the end, 440. Average credit, financing $22,000, you expect a 440 payment. Doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter if that's an Altima. Doesn't matter if that's a Chrysler. Doesn't matter if that's a new Prius. It doesn't matter if you could find a Tesla for that. It does not matter. The car means nothing. The bank gave you money and want their money back. That's it. So can we please, 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 black folks, and the rest of you folks, learn this. Thanks.